Stay. 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 Good boy. Stay. Come on in. Good boy. Good boy. Push. Push. So, welcome back to the channel. Probably more of an official start. Finally moved to Suffolk. So, just walking the dog. And then you can join me taking out my first maiden ride in Suffolk. Yeah. Explore some backcountry roads. Maybe a little more insight into the channel. Yeah. Maybe some product reviews. So I've got my new jacket on. Give that a cool review later. And where's the dog? There he is. Yeah. So expecting a new bike delivery next week. So I'll put that on the channel. And then there'll be a couple of videos of maybe customizing that a little bit. Throwing in some photography. So this year I hope to do more of my 35mm analog photography, and throw that in with riding and camping and yeah, everything in between. So yeah, this is Suffolk, this is the channel. That is cool.
I was just dropping John off. And then there was a little old car in there and they were just this Corvette's you heard?
Blue Defenders there. Alright guys, so we're going to go see my good friend Mel, have a good catch up with him. He's going to run us through some of his bikes, custom builds, and we'll have like a little mini interview with him, and yeah, just a good catch up, good to drop in, and yeah.
You want an unveiling?
Yeah, talk us through your bikes.
Okay. When do I start? Anytime?
One cue. Where's the bell? Ding!
Ding!
Ding! Right. This is Mel.
Hello mate. Hey Brad. How you going, buddy?
Good friend. Right.
So,
Bikes.
I'm just going to talk you through a few of the bikes I've got, really, to be honest.
So, new
although
purchase.
actually this one's not mine. It's my stepson's. It's a VT750 Honda Shadow, which we got out of a container for 300 quid. And we've been customising it, shall we say, doing it up, doing things. I've just recently put the sissy bar on. A lot of the stuff is just purchased online, and I'm just have to modify it to suit and fit a little bit, like the seat pan and the rear exhaust, etc. Other than that, it's a bit of a beast. He took all the air system off. He wanted what do you call them, Venturis.
Oh, right.
Yeah, of course that through all the carburation and jetting out the window, and it's taken us lots of time of stripping them down, putting a new jet in, trying it out, etc, etc, because it just kept stalling. It just didn't have enough fuel for the air fuel mix. But we got it pretty well right now, so it pulls like a train. We've only not really gone on a long journey with it. We've just got it to a point where we need to probably do that and then just prove it out, make sure the jetting's okay. What's in front of you is the newest purchase, which is a 2008 1000RR blade, which is I've not actually ridden yet. As you can see, it's got a fairing kit on. The guy I bought it off, I had it for a few track days, but he's kept it in really good nick. It's going to be a new experience for me, that's for sure. Hopefully I can handle it, but we'll see. It's a nice bike, a nice looking bike. Let's just hope it rides well and I ride safe on it. So yeah, looking forward to that. Going to the Isle of Man on that in July. Yeah, going to the Isle of Man with some mates. They've all got sports bikes. So yeah, I'm going to ride up to him in Lincolnshire first, then we're going to move on. Go to the Isle of Man for 4 or 5 days. It's going to be quite a nice trip. Go around the circuit, of course, gingerly.
Good old Thruxton.
Good old Thruxton, which I've had for since 2018 actually. Since I bought that when I had the shop, of course. Yeah, got all my my own Lost Boys side panels on it that I made up. Just to make it a little bit different, really, to be honest. Other than that, it's tail tidy, the normal kind of indicator changes and stuff. Sorry?
You glued that?
Yeah, I've glued it on. Yeah, the Triumph badge fell off. I don't know where.
So fast.
I think it was because the exhaust was so out of kilter that I kept getting this vibration. Do you remember me moaning about that? Yeah. Well, when I took the exhaust silencers off and I cut them up, I found out why. Because the inner cone, the inner baffle cone was 3 inches off on one to the other. Yeah, so it was giving me this imbalance in the exhaust and the back pressure. Yeah, I know. I bought these one off of eBay for like 30 quid. Put them on, total different ride. Total different ride. So, yeah, one of my best eBay purchases, that really. Yeah, that's the Thruxton. Yeah, just love it. Love the Triumph. And this one here is the one I've been working on, actually been a couple of years now, but so it's a 96 blade, fire blade. It's a 919, and yeah, I just really stripped it all back, took all the fairings off. The idea with this is to make it into some kind of dull bore type racer. Oh, bowl door, sorry, what am I on about? Bowl door type racer. It's a TZ250 rear cowl, which I bought off of eBay again.
Oh, I thought you fiberglassed that yourself.
No, well, some of it did. All this bit here I did, because it was open at the back, so I had to refiberglass this. I've got a couple of standard lights I'm putting on the back there. The main bit of work really is underneath with the seat subframe. So I had to, I rather than repurchase and I just remanufactured with the bits I had. So I switched bits around, cut them, shaped them, took to a guy in Ipswich to get them welded up. So that's so everything that was underneath the seat here, like the commander and the battery, is now all under the back here. So I've repositioned it all, and I've got to lengthen all the cables and bits for feeds, etc. Seat pan I'm making up. I've made my own seat pan up to fit in there. I've got to get that obviously covered at some point, and then there's a rear seat bump which goes on now. So yeah, just styling a few bits, standard tank. Front bit is another major bit of work. I've taken the top front blade bit, bits off of the lower fairing panels, and I've manufactured my own what do you call it, race fairing, shall we say. And that's made out of wood, wood, metal, fiberglass, so it's a real composite build. And then remanufactured, reshaped it, etc. Bits underneath, and then I've remounted it off the front, so in actual fact I can just take off 2 bolts, 1 bolt each side plus that, and the whole front comes off and leaves everything in place. The idea with the lighting is this unit here, so this unit fits on there, and there's going to be a chrome headlight here, external headlight, just to make it a little bit different. So that's about it really. I've tried to use a lot of Honda bits that I've got because they're there, number one, but also because I think it kind of gives a bit of heritage to it. That's about it really. Everything else has been kind of stripped back. Like the bottom fairing is another huge job. So again, that's part of the belly fairings. And then I've remanufactured it and reshaped it at the front here with fiberglass and plastic padding just to make something different. Make it unique. So that's about it really, to be honest. So yeah, that's the 4 bikes I've got, although I say that one there's not mine, but this one here is still in, really needs a bit of paint and then actually some bits reassembled.
So the pinstriping, is that your final?
No, it's not, no. Not sure yet. I'm playing with ideas, but it's going to follow the same, almost like similar colour scheme to that, with red, white and blue, of course, fairly standard Honda colours for the era. But the actual design at the moment, not sure. I was looking at painting it myself. Not that I'm a painter, but I think you should try everything once.
What, rattle can?
No, I've got a compressor and I've got. Yeah, I understand the techniques, but I've never actually done it in real life. So I just thought, what the hell?
Spray paint.
What's
and powder coat.
Yeah. You know, so
There you go.
what can go wrong? A lot of it's in the prep anyway. I think, and obviously there's technique.
Technique and motion,
Yeah.
Just keep it consistent.
Yeah. I just think I've got to try it, and if what's the worst case that can happen? It's going to look a little bit iffy, but I just want to try everything I want to try, that I can, just to kind of improve my, I don't know, just experience, if you like to call it that. So that's it really. Yeah, that's it. Looking forward to getting back on this and starting to actually work again. It's a nice bike to ride. I rode it for a year before I took it off the road. Again, it was another somebody else's kind of basket, not a basket case. Had it in their garage. You could call it a barn find. That's what they say nowadays. Cost me £1,000 for the bike. Yeah, and it was a runner. Put it on. I MOT'd it, taxed it, and it was a runner straight away. So yeah, enjoyed riding it until I found out that the forks were actually twisted, and then because I wondered why it was diving into one curve and oversteering or understeering or whatever it is, you know, on the other curve. So yeah, it was a bit of a joy to kind of get that all sorted. In the end, bought a lot of parts for it, spent a lot of money on it really.
Is this for the bobber?
That was off my old Enfield I used to have in the shop. Do you remember the blue tank Enfield? 350 bullet. Yeah, that was in the shop. And I sold it. I put another leather seat on it. Actually, sold the bobber, which I actually kind of regret a bit. Actually, I like bobbers. I know I've look at the other bikes I got, but I do like that kind of. I don't know what it is. It's I don't know. It's just the image it has. I think, really, to be honest. So yeah, I took. Sold that, and those are just the remnants. I've got bits of remnants all around the garage, as you can kind of see, you know. Yeah, just like tinkering.
So what I'm going to, does it mean to you? Where does it taken you? What does it give you?
Okay, one at a time. What does it mean to me? I got in motorbiking at 14 years. 14 years old. Yeah, I used to live in Benfleet, and at the top of my road, on the Manor train estate, the Greaves motorcycle manufacturing plant was there. And I used to sit outside the what do you call it, trying to think what where you get beer and stuff. Not a pub, but anyway, I sit outside there, and I used to watch the works riders riding the bikes up and down the road and smelling the castor oil, and that's kind of like, wow, that looks so much fun. And then from then on, I just had mopeds and different things that I used to take over. There's a place over Benfleet called 40 Acres, which was just essentially fields that weren't used for anything. But people used to walk over there, and it's sort of kind of almost like a nature reserve, I guess. We used to take all our bikes over there and just bomb around the fields like idiots, you know. LI Lambrettas, Hondas, Bantams. Yeah. I know. So that's kind of what me got into biking, really. What does it mean to me? I don't know. I think
What
it's.
was your first bike? Sorry?
Oh, my first bike. It was called a Sun. It was I was 15 or 16. It was a 98cc 3-speed rigid rear end bike. Yeah, motorcycle, and I obviously was a little bit illegal. I used to ride it up and down the roads at nights, and that's kind of where my first experience of riding a bike, I guess. After that, it was a Triumph Tiger Cub 200. Yeah, it was a nice little, and actually it was done in it was bright yellow, and had a sports seat on it as well, drop handlebars. So that was my first kind of calf racer, shall we say. And that's why I wanted to go back to Triumphs, actually, because that was my entrance into that. And then, in fact, the tank, if you look at some of the T100s, you've got the chrome Triumph badge on there. Well, obviously, the Tiger Cub had that on there, and it was like, it's one of those images that things that's just stuck with me, you know?
Smart, sleek.
Yeah, it was a nice little bike. I mean, it was a bugger in second, but I used to pop it out a second. Spent hours and hours trying to get that and rectify that, but I think I sold it for 30 quid or something to someone. I moved on to cars for a while, Triumph Spitfires and stuff like that, and then I think it was sitting there and I just flogged it, I think, really, which is a shame, but you do what you do, don't you? Make your choices.
So you went into cars. What drew you back to biking?
I guess sounds corny, in my heart, I never really left bikes. Yeah, I've always loved bikes. I always used to watch the MotoGPs and all the rest of it. I used to watch scrambling. They used to have up in Hadley. They used to have a scramble competition over the back there, and I used to go up there and watch that. I kind of what got me into cars, I would say, is women.
Standard.
Yeah, pretty standard. Couldn't find anybody that wanted to get back on the bike, so I went into cars. What got me back into bikes was really, I guess, I don't know, just the custom scene changing. You know, this was kind of early days of bike shed, in the early days, and I got.
So it was a long old period of not riding.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, long period, hell of a long period. But then in that period, I had a Porsche, so I kind of.
We'll let you off.
Yeah. I got my 911 in when I was 28, and I had that, you know, in fact I only sold that 6 years ago, and I'm a little bit older than 28.
911 at 28?
Yeah, it was an arm and leg then, yeah. I was driving a full Cortina GXL, 2 litre GXL at the time, and I went past the car showroom and I saw this Porsche. I mean, obviously it's an iconic car, so if you're a car lover or a bike lover or you know, anything with an engine in it lover, you know what it is, you know. I saw that and I stopped. I had to stop, and I went over and it was like it was up for £3,450, which nowadays is nothing.
Yeah.
But back then, you know, my GXL cost me 750 quid, and that was, I had to get a bank loan for that. And I just thought, I've got to do it. Very similar to that.
Yeah.
If something comes along every now and then, and you just think, I've got to buy that if it's at the right price. And I pegged it down to 2,850. Yeah, he dropped off 600 quid for me, and I drove it home that day. And it was like the start of a relationship. That was, yeah. So that was interesting. But yeah, bikes, long gap. Long gap.
What was the bike that pulled you back into it?
I mean, Triumph, really.
Was it? With the Thruxton?
Well, actually, no. Yeah, it was. I mean, I like I say, I like the custom scene, I like the retro scene, yeah. And obviously, the Triumph brand was kind of, for me, the front runner in that retro type bikes that came out on the market. Really, you had a few other things like the Kawasaki 800 or whatever it was, but there was a few odd bikes.
Yeah.
But overall, Triumph came out with the brand, didn't they? Yeah, all the versions, etc. And I just thought they were the epitome of what the scene was like back in the day. And I think that's really what kind of gripped me.
Did you have that before you was in the shop?
Yeah.
Did you have that before the Enfield?
No, after the Enfield. The Enfield was bought as another eBay purchase, 1,200 quid on a whim. It was a bit of a whim. I just thought, oh, that looks nice, I'm going to buy it because it was cheap. Went down to Brighton, picked it up, bought it back. It didn't work, and then I just thought, well, what I'm going to do, I'm going to just customise it, sod it. And I stripped it all down, and that's kind of what I like doing. I do like doing that, I like reimagining things.
Did you actually ride it, or was that just in the shop?
I did try and ride it, yeah. Back in the day, it was really temperamental on starting. Kickstart, of course. Put Boyer electronic ignition on it, which made it a little bit more or less temperamental. But whoever had it before had messed about with the valves and all sorts of stuff. Yeah, and it was just like a minefield to try and get it back to a good, reliable running order. Yeah, and obviously then I had the shop, and it was just perfect it was a good-looking bike, perfect to put in a window and as a piece, shall we say.
So you should mention your shop.
Yeah, the shop.
Still remembers.
Yeah, there you go. Actually, got the T-shirt on. Motociclo. Yeah, in Leigh-on-Sea, Thames Drive, just down from Thames Drive. Mate, great period of my life, I have to say. Enjoyed it, loved it. That's where we met, actually, wasn't it? You turned up when we started chatting and stuff. And then we started all the ride-outs and kind of stuff, But, yeah, there was some big ride-outs we had, actually going from the shop to different places. Maybe over to Stuart Paulson's, we've done that a few times, didn't we? But just, hitting Battles Bridge and all the Burnham Bends and just different places. But yeah, I needed something else once the Enfield went in the shop, and I just fancied the fronts, and it came up on some website, and I just thought, I like the look of that.
Keeper?
I've tried to flog it recently.
Oh really?
Yeah. I tried to part exit for a Thruxton 1200R.
Really?
Yeah. Like very similar to yours, but one with a fairing, I like your bike. I just like the look of it, the style of it, and of course it's got a bit more poke. This is nice, but it's only a 900 and it's talky. It gets me where I want to do. I like it all, but I just wanted something different for a change. So yeah, the downside obviously is he only offered me 3,600, which was insulting in my mind, but. So I've kept it, and I just thought, no, sod it, I'll keep it.
So is this the collection, or are you gonna chop it down? Addition to it?
My plan is to finish this and keep this as a runner. That one there, yeah, I'll go to the Isle of Man on it. That's a bit, yeah, that's going to be a mad motor. If I'm still alive after riding that to the Isle of Man and coming back, then I might sell that. And then get something else. I'd like to, I like kind of doing jobs on bikes. There's not many bikes I just want to buy and just not touch. Do you know what I mean?
Make it your own.
Yeah, make it my own, exactly. Even in some small way. Even with the Thruxton, I made the rear rack. I've bought side panels and made new side panels for it. Tweaked them, but other than that, there's a few bolt-ons. I've left that really pretty well as it is, other than the tail tidy, really, because I think there's not much need to change it at all. But I might buy a few other bikes, but just maybe just flip them. Get what I need out of them.
Camping trips?
Hmm?
Camping trips?
Not done any yet, mate. You haven't asked me. This year, I'm happy to do that.
Definitely got some coming up.
Yeah, no, I'm okay. I mean, obviously, I've got sort the dog out.
Yeah.
But other than that, my life's changed quite dramatically last year.
Basket?
Eh?
Build a basket?
The basket?
Build a basket?
Oh, build a basket. Yeah, could do. Yeah, could do. Yeah, that's about it, really. To be honest, that's me. What else was there? Was another couple of questions.
So where is biking taking and where is it?
Where's it taken me? I think the best thing out of biking for me actually is the friends I've made. Actually, DGR, of course. You know, we've met a few people through that. Yeah, and I think there's the friends I've met, and hopefully we'll continue to meet as well. So I'm moving to Maiden, which is a good destination actually. So I'm hoping, yeah, exactly. Well, Stuart's based there now, so for me, that's another little name drop. Yeah, you know, so that's what it's given me, really, friends, I think, really, and enjoyment, actually. Because once you're on that bike, you just feel that sense of, like, freedom, if you like to call it that. There's a bit of euphoria in it as well. There's that, you know, you're alone, but you're not alone. Do you know what I mean? It's I love the feeling, so...
Peace and quiet.
Yeah, I think if your mind gets...
Engaging.
Yeah, if your mind gets muddled, I think you can just get out on that and it just blows the cobwebs away. And you can come back and think, okay, fine, now I can reset and, you know, and tackle a problem, say, for instance, you know. So you can use it for different things, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know, is there anything else, was there? Oh, I've forgotten the fourth. There was about 4 there in a row you rattled off.
What's motorcycling? What did I say? What's motorcycling bring to you? Where is it taking you?
Yep.
What does it mean to you?
I think we've probably covered that.
Yeah.
Then we have, mate. Really have.
The night is fading fast. From this old town we gotta go. Our bags are packed, so what we waiting for? There's no point in delaying.